beautiful souls, and welcome to my garden. What I'm hoping to do is help you understand what is going on in the July energies and what is going on in the awakening journey for those who are both awakening and awakened. There's a lot going on, so stay tuned. Hope you like it. I've been going around taking a lot of shots of everything that I'm doing in the garden over the last month or so, and I didn't know why I was doing that. I kept wondering, why am I doing that? I knew that somehow it would fit into a video, but I didn't realize it would be the topic for today and what I'd be talking about today, which is how to build a new field of energy through consciousness and focus. So first of all, I'd like to start with describing a little bit what I went through. You can go further into this in another video I created about this experience that I had within the atom, the energetic fields within the atom. In one of my metaphysical experiences where my consciousness left my body and I was astrally projecting, I came back into my body and experienced the infinity of potential energetic fields that exist within each atom, within what they call the 99.999% space. I didn't see a space, I saw potential energy that is about to be actualized. And within those infinite amounts of energy field, I saw the entranceway, the gateway, and I experienced it going to source. Our closeness to source is as close as every atom in our bodies. And what ignites each field of energy to come into life and existence is our own consciousness and our own focus. And this is where gardening comes into play. Obviously, everybody understands the imagery of building a garden, how you plant a seed, the seed grows and turns into a blossoming flower. But what I want to talk about is what it takes to build a new garden. What it takes for us, for example, in Canada, every summer to rebuild the garden. After a harsh winter, after everything seems to have died, it does come back to life. But it occurred to me as I was fixing my yard, working on my yard, making it come back to life, it struck me how gardening is a lot like building a new field of energy, a new field of consciousness. To build a new garden, we need to have a vision, believe in our vision, and be excited about the vision for our garden that we're building. But in order to build our beautiful garden, we need to accept the messy situation it's in right now. It's kind of like as we're awakening, we need to accept that our environment or the world as it is messy. If we are to build a new world, if we are to move forward in our awakening journey, there really has to be an acceptance of what's going on right now. Just like this garden, it was, messy. I had to work at it to get it cleaned up. We really do need to have an honest assessment of where we're at right now. And as we're creating this new life for us, like I did in my backyard, what I wanted to create was a place where I can come to every day and feel peace. I know I need that. I go out into the world and it does affect me, even though, my awakening happened, I was 8 years old. It took a lifetime to embody the energies. And right now with the energies, the way they are coming in so fast, I feel that everything that I've learned in the course of my life can really benefit those who are both awakening and already awakened. And as we go about being the co-creators that we are of this new world that's in this new consciousness that is being broadened every single day, we need to focus all of our energy into what we're creating. For me in Canada, nothing brings into focus the need to build my new garden more like the change of seasons. And this is what's really going on right now, is change, huge changes, so fast. And it has really taken people off guard. So those who are awakened and feel like taking a step back, what these July energies are going to bring forward is a heightened sensitivity. I just went through it today. I was driving during rush hour and I wanted to go get some makeup at a special store where there's traffic to get to, and then I thought, oh, I'll go for a pedicure at the same time. And the aggression, the fighting between people in the parking lot, the dismissive attitude of the salespeople, or the condescension from one person to another, and even going to the place where I wanted to get a pedicure. I walked in and I asked how long it would be if they took walk-ins, and they said yes. How long it would be? They said 10 to 15 minutes. The air was so pungent with toxic fumes, and the energy of the room was just so chaotic that I had to get out of there. I, on the way home, found a way back into my own energy, because I work so hard at, keeping my energy intact. But the sensation and the surprise was that I'm more sensitive, and that is because of this change. And so the best thing I can do is go with the flow, accept what's going on. Just like those who are awakened, you're going to find yourself going through a heightened sensitivity, a sense of maybe even intolerance for the density. Whereas usually it brought compassion. That is the July work. We are going to be releasing what comes up. So we are going to be going with the flow of this change, whatever that means. So for me, it meant heightened sensitivity today. Really feeling sad for the people who were being aggressive and rude. I really feel that it's calling for me to be even more compassionate, even more understanding, and bring more light. Which, bring more light will bring more darkness to the surface. But this is what's going on right now. It is really change, constant change. And just like seasons, we need to go with the flow. And that means accepting what is. Accepting whatever comes up for us in a reaction to the outside world. And it's challenging, because we have been experiencing moments of beautiful bliss, moments of extreme joy for the consciousness that is happening on this planet right now. Nothing brings all of this more into focus than change that is happening, whether we want it to happen or not. And in the example of gardening, nothing brings that change more to focus like a change of seasons. There's nothing we can do about it. It is happening. It is here. It's summer. I could just as well put the blinders on and say, I'm not dealing with this. But what I knew is that I needed a sanctuary. I needed a place to come home to every day where I could commune with nature and look at my garden and go, yeah, I did this, and remind myself of the power of co-creation that we have. So when I talk about consciousness and focus, even in the gardening, my rose bush is a pretty aggressive rose bush. It attacks me, and I have scratches. I have scratches all over from dealing with my rose bush. But if the focus is on the sharp thorns attacking, then that's all we're conscious of. However, if the focus is on the beautiful roses, the beautiful flowers that have blossomed and are blooming, then that's where our consciousness goes. While both seem at opposite ends of the spectrum, being attacked by a rose bush and focusing on the beauty of the flowers, both are necessary to build a beautiful garden. So just as in life, when someone is being rude to us, when we are extremely sensitive to the energetic density, to the aggression of the drivers, to the overcrowdedness, we can focus on the feelings that we're having and blame it on those external stimuli and continue on and on and on, not shifting anything, not changing anything, staying stuck in that focus of what is wrong with the other person or what is wrong with this type of action from someone else. So the consciousness never shifts either. The vibration never shifts. The vibrational field stays the same. We maintain the exact same vibrational field without creating a new one, without shifting the vibration at all. But like the vision and the belief in the vision and the excitement about our vision that we have about me, my garden, the same amount of energy needs to go into shifting energies and building and co-creating a new field of energy. And here I'd like to specifically speak to those who are beginning their awakening journey. It can feel lonely, it can feel unbalancing, you can have some really dark nights of the soul, and it can feel very, very strange when things that used to excite you and used to motivate you don't anymore. When things used to get you going, then that doesn't anymore. It can feel like you're depressed, it can feel like you're lost. And the thing about this journey is you can listen to me tell you in a really reassuring way that this too shall pass. And I promise you, this too shall pass. But the key is that it is a solitary journey for an amount of time. It's a rite of passage. It's a bit of an initiation. It's building our strengths and building our confidence. This is the very thing that will help when the full awakening happens. And for those who are fully awakened, like, you know all this. Of course you know all this. I awakened when I was 8 years old. And the thing that I learned the most is that I had to be fully embracing of my humanness. That it's only by embracing who I am as a human being that my soul truly evolves and thrives. Going back to the garden analogy, as we are working in the garden and as we are aware of spring and new life being brought forth, we are also aware of the miracle of life, and we become aware of a power greater than ourselves, one that is creating these incredible miracles. It humbles us. It helps us marvel at the vastness of all that we're not conscious of, all that is going on and changing, whether we are aware of it or not. So for those early in the awakening journey, when you're feeling lonely, isolated, unmotivated, uninterested in what used to interest you, know that change is happening and that this too shall pass. Change is inevitable. Your consciousness, your soul, your heart will always be tugging at your free will for you to continue to move forward into creating a new vibrational field that we are all co-creating together. So I leave you with this. All of us together, we have the free will to choose acceptance or resistance. But the change is here. It's happening. A new season is upon us. So try to muster all the courage that you can. Be brave. Be loving. Be strong. Be free. It's a whole new world. And your beautiful garden awaits you. Mwah. See you next week.